If you're looking for a last-minute gift, there's a new book that looks at the history of the Welland Canal from a unique perspective. We welcome historian and former curator of the St. Catharines Museum, Arden Phair. Arden, it's been a while since I've seen you. You contributed to this book. Tell me about your contribution.
Great to be here, first of all, Mike. Thank you. I've worked with Rob on this actually for several years.
That's Dr. Taylor at Brock.
Rob Taylor, professor emeritus in history from Brock University. And he's always been interested in poetry and songs of the canal. Did a very modest volume 20 years ago. And in the course of research that I've been doing on the Welland Canals, I passed along various pieces to him and other people. Also, as they discovered poems and songs, we'd continue to pass them Rob's way. And he kept wanting to do a reprint of this book, something much more expanded. And that's really how I got involved in Rob's. I've been involved in terms of the editing of the book and photo selections and the actual publishing of it. Rob got hold of the Historical Society of St. Catharines to see if they would be interested in publishing it, which they took this on as a project, and we approached different community corporate partners, the Ontario Paper Thorold Foundation, the St. Lawrence Seaway Management Corporation, and the Marine Club, and they all financially supported it, which enabled us to take this book to print.
And it's more than a book. You say, you know, it's a reprint of something. You've really stepped things up, but it's beyond just something on paper.
Yeah, it is. It really takes, I think, the printed word to a whole new level. It does feature, there's 44 poems and songs in the book. And through one of our committee members, Andrew Porteous, who has his own poetry website, the Niagara Falls Poetry Project, he suggested we put QR codes with each of these pieces. And we thought, that's just a natural, rather than just a printed word on a page speaking about poems and songs, the reader can scan the QR code.
Well, it's so convenient because you're looking at the book and each poem has that QR code, and you can scan that, and as you're reading the words, listen to someone read it to you.
And it'll link with some of the poets, the living poets that have recorded their works, or other guest community readers, or to some of the Great Lakes folk singers. It goes to some of their sites on Spotify, but you can actually hear the words being spoken as you're reading through it. As well, it's a great visual history. This book, it explores the story of the Welland Canal, the history of the Welland Canal, and many early photographs, works of art, published in full color. It's a pretty amazing book that first one on the Welland Canal in a number of years, and it's actually the 8th book on the Welland Canal that's been prepared by Professor Taylor. So.
Why do you think that the Welland Canal inspired poets, inspired songwriters, and it started right back from the early 1800s when this was first built?
Yeah, this is a tradition around the Great Lakes, and it's tradition in the United States. This has been done for years, where there have been poems and songs written about their canals, and particularly the Erie Canal. So this is really the first time a truly comprehensive study's been made here in Canada. And there's a certain romance. Back in the days with the ships, every sailor was expected to have a song in their back pocket.
Right.
If you're in a pub and it's your turn to get up and sing, and they spoke about real ships, real events, real people, and that's what the poems and songs in this book are all about. It's, like I say, it's a very different sort of exploration of the Welland Canal that hasn't been done before.
Do some of those songs resemble sea shanties that we're familiar with?
Yeah, some would. Yeah, for sure. And like I say, specific ships. And one of my favorites is about Napoleon and Bones, two mules that were on a ship, and they used to actually carry the mules on the vessels themselves and use them for the winches and assisting in the locking operations. And it's a fun piece, and obviously about two real mules that were on a vessel. So
the price $25. How did you keep it so low?
Thanks to those community partners. It was really because of their interest in the project that we're able to do that. The book is selling out very quickly.
You had a launch just about a week ago.
Just a week ago.
That was very successful.
And we've had a huge response to that. I expect by the end of this week that we'll be sold out of books. When I say we, I mean the Historical Society.
Right.
There are a handful of books still available in the gift shops at museums in Niagara-on-the-Lake, St. Catharines, Welland, and Port Colborne. So if people live in those areas, they can pick up a copy there for $25. And full color publication, we're quite proud of it.
But they better hurry up and get it.
They better hurry up and get it, especially if you want it for Christmas. So,
Arden, thanks so much. I mean, I've always known you as someone who loves this history, the local history, and it's just so great to have you back in the studio.
yeah, thank you.